Here we are at the Brisbane Caravan camping show, and we're outside Snowy River Caravans at the moment. We'll spin yous around. Just come in. Every time a plan for a feature song, you can be rolling a written trip plan is There's some of them that are outside. And we're coming up to the A van. So we're in the A-Van Aspire 555. I did get a bit of yuck.
Semi-operated, they've got the adventure caravans. Oh, I see that like difference.
Oh, yeah.
You want the all-terrain tyre, get that on. They're usually at this side. This will take you into national parks, down maintained.
Okay, yeah. The one near Brain, we've got the dogs, so we can't go into national parks. So we can't go near that anyway. So
Well, more than likely you'll get the grey water anyway.
yeah, you do. You've got the line here too.
Oh yes, that comes down to cover that. And that comes open like this.
Was this the one?
This was the Franklin tour. Here we are at Jayco. Here we are at the Lotus. We'll have a look at this.
Look, I always start with this one first,
Bunks, and got their own TV.
Bunk beds and everything.
Pretty cool. Toilet. I can get in. That Lotus was the Troopy 235 that I just went in. Oh, back outside. Found New Age.
Get a bit of money to go out and do it. So it's good to see that at least the previous government was interested in caravanning safety, and we're hoping that with the change now that we'll still get the same funding, they will do these same presentations all around the state again next year. So.
Yeah, really well received. We do a number of other checks, obviously not just weighing, but we've got some really interesting statistics on things that we found, which is not quite, which really, things that really shouldn't be happening are happening, so we want to make sure that we get all that sorted. So just a bit of a quick intro about the three of us. My business is called Weight Check. I started Weight Check 7.5 years ago when I was one of those people over here on Jeff's side that have an overweight caravan. I bought a new caravan, had a new car, went to a public weighbridge. My car was over by 30 kilos. My caravan was over by 213 kilos. So I'm one of those people with an overweight caravan. In those days, the only way you could do that would be go to a public weighbridge.
Actually, I've never asked this, but in context, you were 200 odd kilos over. What's your van weigh? Is that 2 tonne?
It was, it's about, it was a single axle 16-foot van.
Yeah. So you were the best part of 10% overweight.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think it had a 300 kilo payload. I had 513 kilos.
Yeah, so nearly double what you're allowed.
So, 300 kilos sounds like a lot of weight, but in caravan terms it's not. I mean, I had two water tanks on that. So there's 80 litres, there's 160 kilos of that weight gone. So once I did that, I went to the weighbridge, got a little piece of paper, and from that piece of paper I managed to work out from 3 numbers that all this didn't work. So that's where the concept of Weight Check came along. I decided to set up a business. I didn't know if it was going to work. I decided to set up a business weighing caravans. Here we are 7.5 years later. I've been doing that for 7 years now. Gary also, part of his business is weighing caravans. Back 7.5 years ago, I was the only guy in the country doing it. Now there'd be probably about 130 of those businesses around the country. You can still go to a public weighbridge. There's some go-way weighbridges and BP service stations, but I would encourage you all to at least once weigh your car in a caravan. And obviously I would say to use Gary himself. But obviously if you use someone who's like our business, you're going to get that information. If it is over, okay, let's work out a way of fixing this. And most of it's fixable. So look after Brisbane, the Sunshine Coast. John looks after the Gold Coast. Shane looks after Toowoomba for us, so we cover a pretty big area. And Maddie's over here at the moment, so if you want to have a chat to us about what we do and get a bit more detailed information, drop over and saw Matt or myself. Yep, guys.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, so my name's Gary Gardiner. I own and operate a business now called Total Towing Setups. Been in the industry 26 odd years. My business though, I've decided to set it up to get your tow vehicle ready to go. So as a qualified auto sparky, I do all your brake controllers, 12-pin plugs, Anderson plugs, fridge wires, all that sort of stuff on the car. I supply and fit tow bars. I specialise in installing and deciding whether you need to use a product called weight distribution hitches. I do, as Dave mentioned, car and caravan weighing. I also do the Alpha and the Dextra electronic sway control systems. That's probably a bit of a thing I'm doing more of lately. And another part of the business I've started about a year ago is pre-purchase consults. So I'm not deciding whether your van is in good condition, that sort of stuff, but I'm deciding or helping you decide whether your car and caravan are going to go together before you buy either of them. So if you've got a list of cars you're looking at or a list of vans you're looking at, I'll ask for a whole bunch of information, crunch all the numbers for you and say yes, car A with van B is probably your best combination of weights and measures to remain safe, compliant and legal with all those figures. Fully mobile, Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast and out to Toowoomba as I need to as well.
And myself,
Jeff?
so I provide the driver training side of it. Third side of the cycle triangle, as I like to think of it. So low risk, towing, four-wheel drive, and 80% of my courses are towing courses, 5 days a week. Somewhere between Port Macquarie and predominantly Maryborough. I go further north than that occasionally to suit. We do get around a little bit. But a training course is just information, folks. A lot of people think it's training is a real negative. It's a bad thing. It's a downside, especially if it's in the workplace. But it's just information. something you didn't know, simplify a task that we're doing. That's all we're trying to provide you with, make us all better at what we do and hopefully safe on the road. Simple target. All right, so what's this little one about?
So I've noticed there's a few people here that were in this morning session, but this one's a little bit different. We usually have our caravan up on display here, and what we're doing, well, the purpose of this presentation is to show you how much things weigh and how you load that into your caravan, how much the stability or the weights can change within the caravan itself. So we're going to do it a little bit differently, as in we don't have the caravan here obviously, but we're still going to go through, going to get you guys involved and ask you what you think things weigh. Clothes, cutlery, not cutlery, bags, chairs, that sort of stuff. Just so you can then realise that most of us probably underestimate how much we think things do weigh as we put them in the caravan. But why is that sort of stuff important? Because if you're loading your van correctly, you're going to achieve the best stability of your caravan. So you're going to have to forgive us, because this is the absolute first time we're going to do this little part. Jeff's got the rolling road, which we've had in a few caravan shows here now, but you can see we've set it up with a little camera there so you can see what the caravan's doing. So the process, Jeff's going to do a really quick demonstration of how loading the van in changing the stability of that caravan can make the caravan behave differently on the road. Up to you, Jeff.
Let's hope it all works.
Let's hope.
All right, so pretty basically, vehicles as they sit here now, they're nicely balanced. All the weight on my caravan's simply over the wheels. All right, front and back's pretty even. So it doesn't matter what little influence I give it. A little bit of wobble, comes back in straight. That's normal practice on a road. But now we start loading it. Toolboxes, bicycles, generators, so we might put to the front. So the first thing by adding weight to the front impacts the ball weight, impacts rear axles, impacts front axles. Depending on the weight, is it bad enough to cause us a problem? Maybe not. Okay. Maybe not at that speed. Well, what if I'm going just a little bit faster? So you can already see it doing something, can't you? Just by increasing speed, added weight to the front has caused us a minor issue, because it's made the front wheels lighter. So the tow vehicle's not sitting as well as it should be. But most of us tend to add spare wheels, bicycles, toolboxes, firewood, jerry cans, all those sort of things to the tail end of our caravan, don't we? Okay. So depending on whether you're single axle or dual axle, again, now that impacts the wall weight. Bump in the road, car drives past you. So yeah, it's a little bit slower to respond. Simple change in speed. There it goes. A little bit faster. Now all the weights at the back. Don't want to do it, does it?
You can weight in the car.
There we go. Now we're starting to get a bit unstable because we've got too much weight at the back. It's taking longer to rectify itself. Still swaying.
Now if that wasn't tethered at the front, what do you think this would be doing? Just keep going, just keep going. How do you fix a simple sway? Well, it's a simple apply of trailing brakes. You see the brake lights came on. That's running faster than this, so the application is apply your trailer brakes. If we have electric brakes, and it just pulls it back into the normal speed, and you can see it lines itself back up. You can still see how unstable that's sitting, just purely by where we place something. It's already come back down. So that's all this little exercise is all about. And it is specific to your trailer, your caravan, your combination.
Yeah, you're probably going to hear me say that a fair bit, is this demonstration isn't about how you have to load your van. This is how we load our van. So where we're going to put the weight, so we're going to pretend we've got a caravan here, so the drawbar's there, front boot here, the wheels are about here somewhere, and the bump bar's back there. So we're going to load these things we've got here roughly where we would put them if our caravan was on display. And that's what works. We've worked out where we put them is right for our particular layout and our particular weight of our car and caravan. But you need to learn where's the best place on yours, okay? So while Jeff's just finishing up over there, let's
What was it? The Savannah.
Back again. Hey? One last. Yeah. That's the go.
So we were told that you don't have to fold that out if you don't need it. You can just have it closed. And that can be changed to a double bed. And obviously the table down if you needed more room for another bed.